this one, for example, came out of taking flights. I mean, and I'm showcasing everything based on that trend. That was called taking flights. And why taking flights? It came basically out of the downtrending economy, getting out of that, depressing time. And so that taking flight came into that birds of a feather trend. So birds taking their flights, they're colorful, they're inspirational, they're fun. So that trend was born. So they're going to put their ideas on the Post-its, and then they're putting it on a wall, and then at the end of the day, we're trying to cluster them into big trends and what they're seeing. So this is basically the feedback, what they got from all these trend sources. Okay, that's the first step. And after we went through that creative process, we asked everyone in that team, or everyone in the company, to submit ideas. And after they have visited basically identified the trends, they're already thinking in these trends. I ask my team the whole year, if you go on vacation, if you visit your family, wherever you are, watch out, you're always going to see something, bring it back, buy it, bring it back if it's packaging or a new product you like, can be the competition as well, no problem, it can be something completely not related to the business, just watch out and bring it back. Usually a customer has 30 seconds in front of a shelf to really make their buying decision, so you have to be really short to communicate your message. So if you are really good and we're all marketeers, we want to talk, we have 110,000 benefits to talk about, an never-ending story, but with that concept, you have to put the discipline on the table to be short, very decisive, very delivering the message in basically one sentence. Okay, after you know what your customer is saying, you come back in a cross-functional team. You're going to tell the rest, what's great and what's not. And then we're going to put that all together in a marketing calendar, because now is that time more better, or is that product better for autumn or winter, or do we need to have that new collection here or whatsoever? Your building blocks, your whatever you want to get out of your stream needs to total up somehow, and how we total it up is in that building block meeting. This is what I'm calling the dog and pony show for marketing. When we all put that together and we have already first ideas of packaging and stuff like that, we're going to call sales in and say, okay, this is what we figured out. This is what we're going to deliver to you. So how much can you sell? So, we did all that work. Now you tell me. Yeah, right?
Bring sales into it until
Yeah, they have to tell us what they're going to sell.
You're bringing it into it at least, because a lot of companies don't.
Yeah, exactly. They're usually completely disconnected. Yeah, so you're going to put them on the spot, why should we always be on the spot as marketeers? You're going to put them and say, okay, this is my new product, so tell me how much you're going to sell to Sally's, Nordstrom, whatsoever, Sephora, you're just going to, and then you also have, that was a question also before, how do you get from a distributor or from your customer? Well, you have to educate your customer too. If you are far ahead in the game, if you are working 18 months before, you have one day to sit down with Sephora and say, look, this is our 2013 calendar. And we have to strategize that together, because you don't want us to be on back order, right? So give me your number. So you're going to go through the marketing presentation. And what we also did, we conducted a global conference. Every year we're somewhere else. Last year we were in Tenerife. This year we are in Phuket, in Thailand. We call our customers together in the world, and we do the same thing. We're going to present what we do, and then we ask them for their forecast. So we can basically plan our business, okay? So that's building blocks. Then I have, cross-functional creative meeting to make sure that the execution, birds of a feather, gets executed well. Everyone gets what they want, education, sales. This was one of the most successful promotions. Stories. They want to be emotionally touched, So if you have, everyone can come with a trend, but if you don't have to, they want stories, They want to know what's behind. And that really, since we're doing that, we're selling our collections, promotions, like we had even cross promotions or cross deliverables we have an instant art kit, so we designed also a birds of a feather collection to our instant nail art collection. So we did it for multiple brands in under Orly. That's basically it. I hope I could tell you some new tools. Some of them are really old and what you probably use. But are there any? You don't think about it. You don't think about it. Yeah, and you really have to put them in order, and you have to do it all the time. And you have to really put your people to think about it, and to deliver on that.